For win number 3, Hawks looking for win number 4. Monmouth has won 3 in a row. The Highlanders have lost 6 straight. Kick out for a 3 coming from Rodriguez. That's way off. Inside to Kylie Welsh, had it knocked away, but there's Maddie Doggs, who does everything. Steals it away. Doggs to the rack at the right block. Gives off for an Thuniga 3 ball. A little strong.
Who is here in attendance to support his former player. A lot of pride, and I think it's a tremendous example of a Division III player to move to Division I the way Damaris Rodriguez has.
And first start of the season, first career start for Kylie Welsh. Olivia Kulik makes the start, her 6th of the year. No Enya McGuire, notably, in the starting lineup at the beginning.
There are 3 freshmen from Mike Lane that he needs to grow up quickly ahead of America East play, because he's missing still Marissa Gingrich and Trinity Williams.
An offensive many years ago. This is Maddie Doggs driving the lane right side, reverses off the window strong, nearly getting her own miss.
NJIT got to get to the free throw line. Do not be intimidated by this bigger front line of Monmouth. NJIT only 17 free throws attempted total last 3 games, as we see Doggs.
Career made 3-pointer, and if that is added to her game, everything else that she does, look out as she continues to develop in her sophomore season. But remember, missed a lot of time last year.
But that is tremendous evolvement for a player to be able to do that confidently. And again, NJIT needs her.
They took down the Sun Devils.
Yeah, that's a major wow to me. However, when looking back on it, I cannot say that I'm completely surprised by it.
When you get
game in the entirety of her 4-year career at NJCU. But the windows get smaller at the Division I level to pass. The speed of the game is an adjustment.
Myers launches and hit. Expect to see McGuire coming up soon too. Jumbled underneath and stolen away. Here comes Myers. Knocked away, and inadvertent
thing was they didn't have a game over the weekend, so Mike gave his team a couple of days off. Just weight room days.
Pretty pass. Myers.
Last time out, they were missing 3.
Maddie Doggs intercepts the pass. Doggs from right to left. Doggs gets home, but couldn't get it to finish. Corman, no, travel.
Yeah, that's a good Bogus, the head job over at Toledo, and that created the opening for Kate Wetmore.
Coming back to the relative region where she played her collegiate basketball.
She really built Monmouth for about a 25-year period.
Institution and shore basketball at all levels. Rodriguez, left elbow jumper, a little strong, and it ricochets off the top of the...
At home, UMass at home, finishing 22-10, so they have some really high-level experience, but they've had to retool.
First action for Enya McGuire, who came on in the timeout. Also for...
Yeah, I was about to say that. Neither team is in any sort of a rhythm. Missing easy shots.
Exeter getting through, challenged by Corman.
Forget about the shot blocker. That's what I'm talking about before. Getting to the free throw line, not being intimidated by this Monmouth team, I think is something important tonight for the Highlanders.
3 on the way from Exeter, way up the leading score, 1 for 3 from the floor. Now a touch for DeBulla, the sophomore from Canada. One of the largest collections of Canadians in college basketball. Averaging 9 minutes a game into this one pretty early. Coming on for Rodriguez, could be just a short break. Myers tries another 3, in and out.
Multiple players for various health reasons in the early season.
Good call there on Exeter. Second foul against Exeter, who scored the last 4 points for Monmouth. McGuire's 3 is off the...
Running an offense and being a low turnover player. But she's shown good aggressiveness when she's come in.
Maddie Doggs faked on the 3, but in the faking process, traveled 5 season. Islanders have not scored now in 4 minutes and 34 seconds. 6-0 Monmouth run over the stretch, and a whistle and a travel. Coming off a career performance the last time out. Doggs for Welsh. Final minute of the first quarter. Kylie Welsh getting creative. Difference between the clocks. 3rd chance on this trip for Monmouth. Between the legs for Kleska. Now Farley inside. DeBulla over Welsh, and DeBulla.
Player looking for her offense this year as a sophomore.
Myers caught that pass. May have been intended for Cannon. Myers has to put one up and won't get one towards the goal.
Out there, He gave Thuniga a rest. He has to go back to her here, start the second quarter, and to find kind of some stability offensively.
But Maddie Dogs, the strong drive left, missed the shot, and a whistle and a games in the country in Division I tonight. Glad you're with us. We're up the yards with the rest of our crew. I'm Drew Casey. First possession offensively for the Hawks. Still an 8-0 run carried over. Strong drive by.
I don't think it's swayed the game yet. But if that number continues to balloon.
It's 2 fouls against Welsh in the first 31 seconds of the second. So Welsh grabs a seat. Audrey Carmen back in. Myers another 3. Little strong. Dogs trying to save it in the corner. Might
off of a Monmouth player.
She was trying to catch it off a Monmouth thigh on the way out, but it did not. This is Rodriguez. Can be so explosive, but has not found her shot here.
Excellent defense there by Jay Haynes. Biggest reason why Monmouth has won 3 in a row has been their field goal percentage defense.
Cannot get anything going from 3, and NJIT started this game 3 of 5 from the floor, quick 60%, but since then, 1 for their last 13 from the floor on the other end. This is DeBola going to work, turning,
and something Mike Lane has talked about where we are bailing out the defense enough, we're not being aggressive.
Shot attempt from 3 for Monmouth. Another offensive board. Pereira had the 3 a moment ago. Whistle, it's another offensive foul.
Been enough for a foul too, but because the fouls are simultaneous, it's turned over and NJIT has it.
It's not a double foul, just that first foul on the moving screen. So a tough break for Rodriguez, went right to the trainer. So to the locker room, we'll keep you posted. Second or third time she's been poked in the eye in this game in some respect. So we'll go end-to-end action the rest of this quarter, and Mackenzie Wright-Rawls has come on for the first time for NJIT. Kulik posting up, looking for space. Wright-Rawls a touch, crosses over, continues to drive. Mackenzie Wright-Rawls.
They're shooting just 25%, but they've been able to be in this game because Monmouth has shot a poor percentage and turned it over 9 times.
A Baker's dozen apiece, and who doesn't love a Baker's dozen? I'll take a defensive team member. Also some MAC honors when Monmouth was still a part of the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. All rookie team, preseason all-league. In her sophomore season, Coleman looking to match. Remains on top, 16-15. Pereira on the other end. Kicks into the corner, so it's some foul trouble on both sides. 5 players now with 2 fouls in this game. Made up of 8 players that are 5th years or graduate students, add in a senior as well. 9 out of 15 on the roster have played at least 3 years of college basketball. And a bump here
to kind of change around them before, so it's less of a shock.
Thuniga at the line, 2 free throws. But now is 10 points away. One-point game. Damaris Rodriguez has come back in. Good news for Monmouth there, and is fouled. And if that
basically for all 4 years of her career, so she comes in with massive experience to Division I. And look what happened, and now she's a very good Division I player for 1 year.
Monmouth reaping the benefits. Team leader at 14 points per game, entering. Block-to-block pass for O'Mealy, and
to it. You don't have, if you hesitate there in Division I, the window is quickly closed, and you're going to end up traveling or getting your shot blocked.
Monmouth missing on the 3.
Enhanced, but Belle Cranbull is a legitimate 6'3". She's learned how to use her body over the course of her 5-year career.
And foul trouble at the forward position for NJIT. The foul is actually on Mackenzie Wright-Rawls. So Wright-Rawls with 2 to the bench. Kylie Welsh has had 2 for a while, remains on the bench. Audrey Corman has 3 fouls on the bench and also is being looked at by the NJIT athletic training staff. Looks like Corman has gone up the tunnel for the moment. The shovel pass. There's the 3rd offensive rebound for NJIT. Maddie Dogs working with Cannon. Dogs is fouled on the drive, and
now initiating, and that led to a cross-up by Monmouth defensively, led a little hesitation, and a little bit of a Charlie.
The offensive glass, instead Kleska. 1-point game, Monmouth for Rodriguez for a 4-point lead, got it. He will try and answer with a 3. Good closeout by Cranbull to alter the release. One of the best blockers in Monmouth history. Had one a moment ago. Now Cranbull going to work offensively, taking over.
They featured him a lot more. Now they go to a zone look.
Team that has played both over the course of the season so far. Thuniga lost it, got it back, and Duniga 7 points now in the game, 8 away from 1,000 in her career. Just a junior. That's a travel on Haynes. Lots of stop and start. No flow at all in this second quarter. Cannon behind the back for Welsh. Kylie Welsh not likely to shoot the three. That was kicked by the Monmouth defender. Kylie Welsh, and Monmouth allowing Welsh to have that space beyond the three-point arc. Duniga. NJIT has bounced back nicely after Monmouth took a 7-point lead, immediately erasing that down to 5 and 3. It's been Cranbo who's been taking over. Cranbo inside. Good move, second chance, finishes.
There's also 4-4 at the line.
Intercepted, telegraph pass, left to right. It's Haynes breaking away and is fouled. Duniga foul. Ale will remain on the floor. Throw off the mark, region in the community. And of course, highlights and stats. That's all coming up at halftime in just a little bit. Kulik inside, Highlanders down 6. They'll remain that. And will likely go inside of 10 seconds. Starts the offensive set. Dogs looks off the pass. Maddie Dogs kicks out for Duniga. Final 5 seconds. Duniga travels from right to left here at the WEC. Blue-based uniforms with the white numbers and gray trim. Passes too high for Rodriguez, but it works its way to Haynes instead, who drives. Could not get it to go.
Handball in the post against Dogs would have been a tremendous move for Monmouth.
Myers a tough floater, but there is the aforementioned Dogs on this end, but had a foot on the base.
Shot selection has got to be much, much better. Nice entry.
Exenor turns, trying to get it over Myers. Highlanders going a bit small here. Knocked
5 for 11.
Inbounds to Exenor. 4 quick points early in the game in the first quarter. Working through Myers a little bit earlier. Now drives. Could not get it to go at the rack. But wins it back. Maddie Dogs will try again. This time also couldn't finish. And a whistle.
Felt that she had to respect it. And that led to an open drive.
Good look. Could not finish, but now 3 fouls on Duniga. Has to be very careful on the defensive end.
Comfortable.
Highlanders overall hit 3 of their first 5 shots. Since then, 6 of their last 29. That is nearly 20%. Dogs trying to change that and does it with a sent to sub to the table. Maddie Dogs looks in the corner. Now for Kulik. Kulik will launch the 3.
Laps, and then at the D1 level, there's going to be quality shooters around her.
Monmouth has extended its lead now to 11. A new high water mark for the visitors, looking for their 4th straight win. Dogs back to the well. And Dory offensively the last couple of trips. Reese Vaughn has come on, so too Allison Cannon. 2 minutes come down a little bit last couple of games. Duniga tries the 3. Highlanders.
Some sort of consistency from possession to possession in terms of fluidity.
3 points away now for Duniga from 1,000. This is a kicked ball that will stay than is typical. It's been cutting through the team the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been a laundry list of different things that have plagued the Highlanders from a physical standpoint and a health standpoint. Kind of push ahead and take the lead.
First foul whistled against Dogs. Cranball's possession. Second block for Cranball inside in this game. Duniga, a whistle and a foul for 2 hands on.
4 of 7, and for NJIT, the ball is just sticking too much. Lack of fluidity. They have only 5 team assists on their 12 field goals. So they're working, and there's a travel. Now Audrey Corman back in against Cranball, so we'll see if NJIT has a better matchup here down low against her.
Rodriguez open for a corner 3. Air balls at a few of those in this game. Good clear out by Cranball. In fact, it took Corman down, who was trying to get by her. Kleska, a scoop for Rodriguez, accelerates. Rodriguez floats. No.
And NJIT is going to try to speed the tempo of the game up by putting on pressure.
Rolling the dice is going to be tested here, and it's
basket.
8 points for Exenor, second highest total. Cranball's at 11. Monmouth is up by 11 points, near its largest lead of the game. Reason Kulik is off in play. McGuire's back in. Now Kulik. Olivia Kulik for Kylie Welsh. Might have put this one up. Back to Kulik, and a foul. A little bit of a that's 4 team fouls that have been whistled against Monmouth. Next one would put NJIT automatically to the free throw line. Wright Rawls drives the lane. Mackenzie Wright Rawls. Little too.
They're driving, I think, with a purpose, most of them, to pass out of that, and NJIT is not seeing anybody open.
Kleska's free throw line. Heck of a defensive effort coming off a game in which Monmouth only allowed 36 points to Ryder. The last time out. Good feed for Welsh, but Welsh traveled.
Or 2 opponents. And that's a very promising sign for this Monmouth team because they have the shot blocker inside in Cranbull. And then if they make you...
Nor. Could have been an early dagger. Instead, McGuire the other way. Back to Kulik. Good pass. Kulik's 3. Good! What a swing. Cranbull with Matty Dogs defending. Dogs done a nice job there. Rodriguez tries the answer 3.
A great attack, though, against Cranbull for Olivia Kulik. Challenging the shot blocker.
Kleska. NJIT crowd contesting that foul was on the floor. I don't think so. First free throw is up. Kleska missed the first 5 games of the year. Excuse me, missed the first 8 games of the year with an injury. 3 seconds is the 3. Thuniga can get 1,000 with a 3. This is Thuniga. Thuniga drives the lane. Thuniga's pass is deflected but right to Dogs, but could not put it in. Still,
they're bogging the game down. They're using their size, and they're getting timely baskets and making it very difficult and uncomfortable for offenses like NJIT. But this is a press to try to speed up the tempo of the game.
That's 5 straight points for the Highlanders and a takeaway. Cannon the deflection, Kulik the settle. Kulik the offensive board. Myers will launch again from the same spot and hit the second time to start the quarter. Very similar to the first quarter. And it's an 8-0 run if you take it back to the late stages of the third. Haven't seen Devine DeBola in a while. Has it here, nearly tied up. Fights through and tracked down by Devine. So quickly back to 7. Monmouth can re-extend to 9 or even 10. Knocked away.
One of their 2 was 15 or under turnovers. They're at 15 right now.
Thuniga driving, stopping, going up for 2, and hit it. 6, NJIT 41, 7:20 on a rolling 4th quarter clock. Monmouth here with 5 on the shot clock. DeBola drives the lane, watched by Dogs, and DeBola puts it in.
Confident player that can finish around the rim as your backup post. She's their 3rd big. You can have success. Most teams do not have a post player off the bench.
Pereira defended by Myers. Now DeBola again. 6 points in the game, 3 from Kleska, way off.
Foreman back of the game with 4 fouls before this gap becomes double digits.
So a nice answer for Monmouth out of the timeout. Looked like a clear bump there from Kleska.
In the half court.
He had 10 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So just 5 over the course of the last 25 minutes. DeBola turns again and is fouled on the drive. Farley on the catch on the inbounds, working on Thuniga. A lot of contact, Pereira. That should be an offensive foul, yes.
That she's doing so much more than just being a scorer. Her next basket is going to be celebrated for 1,000 points, but the other stuff needs to be celebrated, what she's doing too to help her.
Really fascinating to see how Kuhl works her way into that using her final year of eligibility. Kulik, left side 3. Ricked off the back, and a whistle and a foul. Probably could have gone that way too, perhaps. Shot clock to 20. Thuniga 1 away from 1,000. Thuniga for 1K. NJIT has not scored in the last 3 minutes and 23 seconds. It continues to grow. Annie McGuire's come back in, and double dribble. McGuire does not appear to be 100% gutting it out. Has not scored yet. Getting over an illness, still battling. 15 minutes. Next to her name today, the drive and a foul.
Concern when it's either Cranbull or DeBola or Farley.
Kleska misses. Wide open for a 3. Kleska. Another offensive board. loose on the floor. And it's still loose. A bit of comfort. NJIT has been known to play in tight games this year. They would love to get into another one here. Allison Cannon is fouled.
McGuire, and then when healthy, Marissa Gingrich to be perhaps the third guard.
Extended minutes for Kellen Pereira tonight. Kleska has to put one up. Kleska does and is fouled.
And certainly that's the benefit to the offense for drawing the call. And I was about to say.
Again, the Hawks will certainly take a break. They've had the benefit a few times. Slight edge, but certainly nothing to result in 11 points. Up, and there's Thuniga!
Her and then finish against a bigger player.
Now the bench appears to have known it was 1,000. In fact, it was 1,000 and 1,001. Free throw missed. It's a 9-point game. Cannon penetrates. Cannon lost the ball. Got it back. Now it's Kulik. Contested three. Good!
How about the Dabula being the point person, the post player to step up to make that pass? Impressive.
Block-to-block pass. Matty Dogs finishes another assist. Games back. 14 minutes against Ryder in the last timeout. And here tonight has matched that mark with 14 as well. Likely to exceed that here. Tough pass. And it's out of bounds. And they're going to call us except a few seconds on the clock. 18 seconds to shoot. Monmouth leads by 6. DeBola wide open at the block. It gets to Exenor, and Exenor finishes for 2. Thuniga tries the three. Way off. And the rebound to Exenor and a foul. And it's going to be Aria Myers.
Bogus have experienced a lot of winning last year, 22-10. The other amazing thing about Monmouth's year last year.
Exenor, 17 points now. Had a season-high 21 against Brown. That was the second game of the year. Monmouth opened up.
It's Alejandro Thuniga, going back to the start of last year after she established herself as the America East Rookie of the Year. Another game where teams have made her work assist today, so she's really trying to find others. And the key is NJIT's supporting cast, their supporting cast guards have got to hit outside shots.
Is blocked. And no call.
I can't believe Pereira might have gotten a little piece of it. I was about to say, if you're Pereira, just let Cannon against America East. Number one, they've got to get healthy, at least get Marissa Gingrich back. Who knows? About 31% from the field against them. You can win a lot of games holding teams to that low of a number.
Kulik will try a right side three and connect. Olivia Kulik with a couple of threes here. Well, free throws in the fourth quarter. NJIT just 1 for 6. So that's a possible 5 points. You hope for ideally at least 3 of them come on. I also see Maya Alford for the first time. And Avery O'Rourke, just some shooters. Underneath for Cannon, final seconds, and